Why do you want to get Jen to the hospital?
Well, you see,
What's going on, Marcy?
I'm so sorry.
How could you do that to me? You scared me to death.
Well, you're my best friend, and Landview Hospital's like an assembly line, you know? All they care about is emptying out the beds so they can start billing the next patient.
Yeah, so what's that got to do with Jen?
Well, don't you see? They don't always check people out the way they should, and when I looked at Jen's chart, I saw some things that really disturbed me.
What things?
Medical things.
What? Look, Dr. Conklin would have never let Jen come home if she knew there was something wrong.
You have no idea, Christian, the things I see. You know, I told the doctor that I didn't agree with her, but, well, you know, I'm just a lowly assistant, so she totally ignored me. That's why I made up the thing about her sending me over here.
But you're not a doctor. You know you could get fired for this.
Don't be so hard on her.
Well, you're joking, right?
I know what Marcy did was stupid, but she had my best interest at heart.
I did, I swear. You should see the way they rush
Marcy,
people out.
now.
But
Now.
Mildred,
Get lost. I don't want to hear one more lie out of your mouth.
Happy Thanksgiving.
She's a little overprotective.
Jen, she's a nutcase. You shouldn't be hanging out with that girl. I mean, she really had me scared there for a minute.
Oh, maybe she's right. Maybe Dr. Conklin did miss something.
Come on, Jen, don't let her get you paranoid. If there was anything wrong, Dr. Conklin would know about it.
With the holiday coming up and all, maybe?
Jen, listen to me. I have to tell you something.
I'm just too freaked out right now. It's not a good time.
It's never going to be a good time. Look, I need to tell you something. And I don't want you to hear from somebody else.
If it weren't for me, Natalie would have had a mother.
No, Viki, you can't blame yourself for any of this.
Of course I can. Bo, if I'd been a little bit stronger, I wouldn't have needed Nikki Smith to protect me from what I'd done.
Look, DID, it's an illness, okay? It's not a state of mind or...
I know that. But my mind was so fragile, so weak, that I erased the existence of one of my children.
Well, you gotta cut yourself some slack.
I should have gone looking for her. You know, I should have realized that the babies had been switched. I should have found Natalie and brought her home. I should have been a mother to her. It's all my fault, you know, because I did everything wrong.
Listen, did Jess and Natalie, do they know anything about this?
No. Not that it's Clint.
What about Clint? I mean, are you sure that he's Natalie's father?
Yeah. I had those tests rerun as well. No. Mitch Lawrence is definitely not Natalie's father. He's just her husband.
Tell me the truth. Did you marry me just so that you could hurt my mother?
Well, people have gotten married for worse reasons.
You are sick. How could you do this to me? After everything else that you've done, how?
What have I ever done to you?
Oh, well, let's just look at the last few weeks. Pretending to be nice to me, pretending to care about me, when it was all just a big act.
Well, I'm afraid so.
I trusted you. I told you things that no one else knows. I cried in your arms.
Touching that.
Shut up. Everything that comes out of your mouth is a big lie.
Well, not quite everything.
None of this had anything to do with me at all, did it? It's all part of your sick and twisted plot. If it had been Jessica who was vulnerable, if she had been on the rebound, you would have married her.
Oh, no. I never would have married Jessica.
Why not?
Why would I marry you and not Jessica? Didn't Viki weigh in on that subject?
My mom doesn't understand your sick way of thinking any more than I do.
Is that so?
Yes, that is so. And you know what? I don't care why you did it. I just want out. Out! Do you get that?
The lady doth protest too much.
Don't you dare come near me.
Oh, I've heard that redheads are quite feisty.
You make my skin crawl. him, don't you?
Well, not exactly.
You have played God with my life since before I was born. Because of you, I never got to be a kid. I grew up in a dump when Roxanne treated me like I was her personal little maid. I had no one that loved me. And all along, all that time, I had 2 good, decent parents.
Rich ones.
I don't care about that.
Yeah.
They would have loved me. And because of you, I didn't get the chance to grow up in a real family.
Oh, you turned out fine. You fend for yourself quite well, in fact.
You made me hate everyone. I hated my mother, and I hated Jessica when I met them, and it made them hate me right back. And I blamed Roxanne. And I blamed Allison and Viki and Jessica. But all along, it was you. You stole my life.
A stroke of genius on my part, if I do say so myself.
And now I'm married to you.
Extraordinary, don't you think?
What do you want? I mean, why are you doing this to me?
Oh, it was God's plan, remember?
No, it was all your plan. And you're barely even human. I will not stay married to you.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Positive. I will never let you steal anything from me again. Thank God I didn't sleep with you. I'd never feel clean again.
It would have been the best night of your life.
You make me sick.
I felt it, Natalie. When you kissed me, you desired me with every fiber of your being. If I had wanted you then, it would have been so easy. As easy as convincing you to be my wife.
I am getting an annulment, and you can't stop me.
Oh, but I can.
You don't have to say anymore.
No, yes I do. I should have said this a long time ago.
I love you. And I know how much you love me.
But you see, Jen, that's just it. Things have changed. And you showed me how to love again, and I'm never going to forget that. I'm never going to forget the times we spent together, or the baby we lost.
Neither will I.
But I have to tell you how I feel about Natalie.
Whether you like it or not, I am going to get that annulment. Because I am going to be with Christian. He is the only one I love. He is the only one I will ever love.
Ah, the folly of youth.
You have no idea what love is. All you have is hate. But I have waited way too long to have Christian. And we are not going to let some psycho like you keep us apart.
I beg your pardon, wife?
I said I am going to be with Christian.
No, you are not.
All right, look, I know it's a holiday, but can you get some people together and try to come up with anything you have on Mitch Lawrence? Good. All right, thanks. Look, I'll be at Viki's if you come up with anything. Yeah.
Whoa,
Yo, what's wrong?
Natalie's gone.
You're not leaving me, Natalie. Not now. Not ever. Not if you want Christian to live.
You deserve to know the truth, Jen. See, Natalie and
I don't want to talk about Natalie. I just lost a baby, and it's Thanksgiving, and I have nothing to be thankful for.
And I'm sorry to do this now, Jen, but the longer we wait, the worse it's going to be. It's not fair to anyone.
You mean to Natalie?
You have to hear this, Jen.
When was the last time you saw her?
It was just before you got here. I had been talking to her. I told her all about Mitch and who he was and what he had done. Oh, well, I didn't tell her that he's Jessica's father.
Okay, how did she seem?
As I told you, she was devastated, but she seemed to be handling it, and she went upstairs to pack because I told her she had to get away from Mitch Lawrence. And I just went up there now. Nothing is packed, and she's gone.
You don't think she'd go see Mitch Lawrence on her own, do you?
I am getting out of this marriage, and there is nothing you could do to stop me. I love Christian, and I'm gonna be with him.
You say Viki told you who I really am, then you know what I'm capable of. It's not a threat, Natalie. It's a fact. If you leave me for Christian, I will kill him.
You dare threaten Christian? I'll call my uncle right now.
Oh, send Uncle Bo my regards, will you?
You think I won't do it? Yeah, well, my mom, she told me about all the trouble you were in with the law. Yeah, you'll be in jail so long that Christian and I won't even have to worry about you.
Your mom doesn't know the half of it. Do you have any idea how many people have disappeared so I could get my way?
What do you mean?
Let's see. The man you thought was your father, dear Walter Balsam, died young. Tragic.
You killed him?
No, he met with unfortunate circumstances, as did both the nurses in the delivery room when your mother gave birth.
I don't believe you.
See, the police were never quite able to put two and two together. Of course, this was before your uncle became commissioner.
Yeah, well, he's never gonna let you get away with this.
Natalie, please consider all the other miracles I've accomplished. You see, I've changed the course of many lives, my dear, including yours. And that's as close as one man can be to God.
You are not God, or anywhere near the devil.
Well, read your scripture, Natalie. Satan and God were once the best of friends. Now, if you think that growing up with Roxanne was hard, just try leaving me when I don't want you to. Now, you tell me, can I get away with killing Christian?
Natalie, honey, it's Mom. You have to call me as soon as you get this message, okay? It's really important. Call me by voicemail.
I think we have to assume the worst.
Oh, no. She would not go to see Mitch Lawrence. She wouldn't.
Look, Viki, just come. Okay, we're gonna find Natalie.
I know, Bo. What if she went there? No, she wouldn't. She wouldn't go to see him. She wouldn't.
Just think right now. If Natalie's upset, who does she turn to?
Jen, please, look, I don't want to hurt you.
Then don't. Just don't do this.
But I just don't want to go on living a lie, Jen.
I'll get it.
No, leave it. Don't worry about it. Let's just get through this.
Hi, Christian. I can't come to the phone right now, but leave a message.
Christian, it's Viki Davidson. Look, I'm looking for Natalie. It's very important. She could be in trouble.
I'm here. Mrs. Davidson?
Christian, oh, thank heavens you're there. Have you heard from Natalie?
No. Why? What's wrong?
It's a family matter, that's all. But the thing is that she's not answering her cell phone, and I'm very worried about her.
Was there something I can do?
Yes, look, if you hear from her, have her call me. Or you call me, okay? Or if you can't reach me, you call Commissioner Buchanan, okay?
Well, why are the police involved? You said trouble. Is Natalie in danger?
I don't know, Christian, but she could be. I have to go. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Give me some good news, Hank. Is there any way we can arrest Mitch Lawrence?
I got Randy's sheet, and the statute of limitations ran out, a few weeks ago. The guy knew what he was doing.
That's what I was afraid of.
Isn't there anything we can do?
Not unless we catch him committing another crime.
But what about what he did to Natalie?
She agreed to marry the man.
Under false pretenses, Hank.
Yeah, well, that's cause for annulment, that's for sure.
Did you have any luck finding her?
No. I was sure she would have gone to see Christian, you know. Last night she told me they were going to get together, and she was so happy. I was so hoping she'd gone there.
Is there anybody else that she would get in touch with? Any place she'd go?
Oh, God, Bo. You don't think she went to see Mitch Lawrence by herself, do you? I mean, is she that headstrong?
I think we have to assume that she is.
Maybe the police couldn't stop you back then, but my uncle will. This is his family, and he is not gonna let you hurt any one of us ever again.
If you think the police can protect young Vega, you're not a...
Everyone knows who you are now. You have no one to do your dirty work.
Well, there's always you.
Never!
Remember, Natalie, everyone who has ever stood in my way is dead. And do you think that's a coincidence? And now Christian is in my way.
You dare hurt Christian.
Fine, if that's a chance you want to take, dissolve the marriage. See what happens.
I don't want you. I hate you.
I don't care.
Why are you doing this to me? Why do you want me to stay married to you?
Natalie, this is Christian. Your mom and your uncle are looking for you. Call me when you get this.
I'm glad that you're so concerned about Natalie.
Look, Jen...
You're just so good. You know, you're so thoughtful about other people. That's why I'm never gonna stop loving you. So why don't you go and just do what you have to do?
What I have to do is talk to you, Jen. I mean, I am a little worried about Natalie.
No, I know. Don't worry about me. We can talk later.
Are you sure? And are you okay with this?
Of course. You should go.
Okay, I'll be right back.
There's no way I'm sticking around till you get back.
Michael Lazarus just leased property at 125 Elm.
Do you know what that is? That's where his mission of God house was. That's where he lived with all those followers.
Okay, I'm going over there.
Hey, Bo. Now, you be careful. This man's not a pushover.
Can I come with you, please?
No, come on, Viki.
Bo,
No.
please.
Don't worry, I'll stay here with
No,
Viki.
I can't just stand there and wait. Mitch Lawrence kept Natalie from me for 20 years. I'm not going to let him do that to me again.
Okay, let's go.
Bo, you keep me posted.
Yeah, I will.
And if you need anything at all, you let me know.
Maybe you can keep this quiet for a while.
Keep what quiet? Good luck, buddy.
Thanks.
All right. Bye, Viki.
Bye, Hank. Oh, God.
Now, Viki, Natalie is tough. She can take care of herself.
I know she can, but she has never come up against someone like Mitch Lawrence.
Maybe I love you. Did you ever think of that?
You don't love me. You stalked me. Everywhere I went, there you were, just figuring out a way to get to me. And then you talked to me about hope and faith when all you wanted to do was hurt the people that I care about the most. That's not love. That's hate.
You think I hate you, Natalie? Why would I marry you?
Because you need me. I don't know why, but you need me.
I got big plans for us, darling. I've been waiting for this moment for so long, and you're going to be right there with me, right by my side to help make it happen. You're the key to everything I've dreamed of.
Forget it. I'm not playing your game.
Yes, you will, because I say so. Now, for all you know, I have someone watching Christian right now. For all you know, he's already dead.
No.
Go ahead. Run to him. Call my bluff. See what happens. I dare you.
You here?
Natalie? Natalie?
Heed the messenger.
Where is she?
Bo Buchanan. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? And I understand from my wife you're commissioner now. Felicitations.
Just cut the bull, Lawrence.
Where's Natalie?
It's such a shame the statute of limitations ran out. I know how much you would love to arrest me.
Why would I want to do that? We don't arrest dead men. You're gonna pay for what you did to Viki.
Oh, have you been telling tall tales about me?
You raped her.
Who's to say it wasn't consensual?
You drugged me.
You loved it.
You know I could kill you with my bare hands right now.
Oh, we have to find Natalie. Look, where is she? Was she here?
Yes, she was.
Where'd she go?
I have no idea. She's not my prisoner. In fact, she's quite willful.
Do you know where she is?
No, I do not. And apparently you didn't tell her that I'm Jessica's father.
No, I didn't. But I told her everything else, and now that she knows exactly who you are, she's not going to spend another minute with you.
No, I'm not so sure about that. We just had a lovely talk. Quite stimulating, as a matter of fact.
Did you hurt that girl?
Never. She's my wife. Why would any husband hurt his beautiful young wife?
Mom? Mom, are you here? Oh, God, Christian, you've got to be okay. Please, 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 please be okay.
Good to see you, too.
What do you want?
Well, I just wanted to make sure that everything was cool. You know, I gave your mama my dead hubby's papers. I've been calling her, but she hasn't returned any of my phone calls. Is she here? Hey, why don't you take a picture? It lasts longer.
Wait! I need to ask you one question about my so-called father, Dr. Balsam.
What about him?
How did he die?
What does that have to do with the price?
How did he die?
I told you a million times it was a car accident.
Was everyone sure it was just an accident?
No, not everybody was sure. In fact, me and the cops, we thought that somebody drove him off the road.
What? You never told me that.
Yeah, well, you know, you and I were not exactly incommunicado, you know.
Okay, what was the whole story?
Okay, like I remember it, there were 2 sets of tire tracks where he drove off the road, and the cops thought that that person must have pushed him off, but they could never find the second car. It was along this strip of deserted road. So, you know, nobody even knows what Walter was doing there.
The cops, they thought he was murdered.
Yeah, but you know, the fuzzing in Lambeth City, they got a little distracted.
Well, maybe then, I mean, could it have just been an accident or maybe suicide?
No. The cops didn't think that it was an accident. And suicide, I don't think Walter was exactly the suicide type. You know, what? Give up gambling? Besides...
What? Spill it, Roxy.
Yeah, well, you know, I went into Walter's study and I wanted him to help me diaper Rex because it was like a swamp, you know.
Yeah, okay.
And, Walter's on the phone and he's yelling at this guy saying that he's going to tell the whole world what the guy had done unless the guy forks over money to him, you know, to Walter, that is.
So he was trying to get some money from a guy.
Yeah, and, you know, Walter's saying that he's going to meet the guy somewhere, and I'm standing around watching, and all of a sudden I belched. And Walter just shoves me out of the way and he says, "Get the hell out of my way," and he hits me. Last bruise I ever got from him, and it was a real whopper. So he gets in the car and he goes, and I never saw him again.
Okay. Who was the guy that he was talking to on the phone?
Beats me, honey. But I always figured it was the guy who killed him.